Hello, beautiful souls. I'm so glad you're here. And as you can see, I am in a different location. If you haven't had a chance, connect with my Instagram at michellewright.co, and you're going to see we have moved for 2 months from Alberta, where we have ice and snow, to Victoria, BC. And this has been a bit challenging to get here, and you'll see that on the Instagram, as well as it's been exciting. My husband and I are adventurers. This is the time of our lives when we are living our passion projects, as well as we are exploring living in this beautiful camper with our chocolate lab Jasper and our beautiful cat Luna. She's right behind me. See her? Right there. And this is what we've wanted to do. This is what we have created and manifested in our life. So you're going to see me in Mexico. You're going to see me on a lake in Saskatchewan. You are going to see me in my house in Alberta. And you're going to see me in my camper, where on the shoulder seasons, we're going to be exploring different places. So I'm so glad you're here with me on this amazing adventure that we're on in our lives. And that's where it comes. How did I get here? How did I find a way to live my life doing my passion projects and manifesting the ability to explore and expand what's going on in our lives? And I did that through a lot of challenging situations that I reframed were happening for me instead of to me. So I moved out of victim consciousness and I became curious. How could my life change? And I recognized that what I was doing is really limiting myself in what I could become, what I could explore. And it's actually taken a while for us to really lean into this type of life. And our beautiful friends and family are very supportive. And they're a bit challenged because what do you mean you're going? What do you mean that you're not here to serve us in every aspect of our lives? Which is different. And we're trying to find that balance of taking care of our parents and our loved ones, taking care of our grandchildren, and taking care of ourselves. And as a woman, really disconnecting from that complete need to please others. That was my challenge, is people pleasing, and really learning how to love myself. So this is going to be this continued exploration. You can also connect with me on my podcast. It's on the playlist, a different playlist from this one. And this podcast is called Lead with Your Soul. And it's about how to learn to lead with your soul. And if you want to hop on here, I'm going to be shifting these from Wednesdays to Fridays. And on Friday, you can hop on here and I can answer your questions. So I pulled some cards for us today, just looking at the different work we're going to need to be doing over this next week. And the truth of it is, astrology is picking up. There's some huge shifts and changes that are happening. And in these shifts and changes, and that's what the cauldron from our beautiful Old Way Magic Oracle is talking about, the cauldron. It's talking about putting everything in and everything stirring up. Our lives are going to be going through karmic changes. We have, if you want to look up different astrology, you can see the solar eclipse that's going to be happening mid-February. At that time, we're shifting from the year of the snake to the year of the fire horse. So we've been talking about these endings and these beginnings. And the Tao Oracle, really looking at what's happening, is before completion. What are the things that you're looking at to complete. As we end this cycle, move into another cycle, is there any changes? Is there any last minute doubts, hesitations? This is what it talks about: uncertainty, doubt, hesitations, loss of faith, unstable conditions, be extra cautious, discord. All of these can be true as we move into this changing energy. Our nervous systems and those around us can often respond with challenging emotions. We ourselves can feel really off kilter. What's going on? And how do we lean in? So before completion talks about before huge shifts and changes, our emotions, our nervous systems need to be taken care of. What does that look like for you? Here, we can ride our bikes. We can go for walks. I can listen to music, and I just love coloring on my iPad. That's one of the things that allows me just to get into my heart and soul. I don't know what it is for you. Some people, it is yoga, working out. What it is it for you? Because as we move into this, it's getting you to figure out where your triggers are, and they're going to be activated. So how do you calm your nervous system? The cauldron is bubbling. And I have my soul cards, and the one I love here is we're not doing it alone. We have, this is a beautiful angel presence, wings of an angel, can be Pegasus. This is mystical. When we talk about karmic, it's destiny. And we have our whole spirit team. So for me, spirit team looks like source, universe, God, whatever you call that, spirit. It is my loved ones in spirit. It is my ancestors. And I know connecting to, in Victoria, this different ancestral lineage that's tied to this land, and connecting to this land, and the messages that I can get from this land are very powerful. And recognizing that I'm not alone and that I have this support. My husband is putting things up behind me. Do not be alarmed. He is just behind me putting up our outdoor space. And our tarot cards from Lightseer Tarot from Chris Ann Donnelly is, I have both of them in reverse. So the first one is Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of, and it's the 8 of Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of everyday living. It's our home, it's our work, it's our family, our colleagues, it's our finances. And the 8 of Pentacles is about mastering that. It's about working that, and it's coming in. We're going into an initiation. That's what they call 2026. And especially in February and April, this astrology, they're talking about it. It's initiating the big changes that are going to be happening over the next year to 4 years in your life. And if you're like me in a solar return, I have a lot of pieces that I'm revisiting and asking, what do I need to let go of? And as this is going on, it's recognizing it's going to be work, recognizing that this is not just an easy flow. And I need to manage myself and recognize that this works. So what does this work mean? It means I'm pulling cards. It means I'm taking out my decks and I'm working with them. It means I got an astrology reading. It means I got a human design reading. That's what this means. This means for me, I need to do the work to set my trajectory for what I want to create in my life. What's the work for you? Do you need to start a daily practice? Do you need to invest in a card reader? What is it you need? And then we have the Fool. The Fool, when it's in reverse, I see this energy coming in, is the beginning of the major arcana. She's doing the free fall. This is the beginning of a new journey. So we're doing the work to stay grounded. We're doing the work to know where we want to move forward and be open to it, not blocking. And we're starting a new journey. It is powerful. It is challenging at times. It's not easy. It's not easy. It is not easy choosing to live a life in your highest potential. It's not easy. You know what's easier is to stay asleep. It's easier for me to stay at home, watch TV all day, and just numb myself instead of continuously asking, what is the next opportunity? What is the next way I can serve? And part of it is through my business. Part of it is working with women in their own transitions and learning how to share my story, talking about, yes, I was divorced 2 times and married a third. And I had the opportunity to learn the difference. The first time I did no work. I did no work on myself. And I expected to have different outcomes. And I didn't. I got married a second time. And to the same version, different story, but same version as the first. And I didn't heal myself. I didn't recognize why these 2 lovely people, but we were not meant to be together at that time in that way. And so it took me 10 years, but it doesn't have to take you 10 years to figure out what is that shift for you. Because then I did the work. I did the work of healing. I did the work of reframing. I did the work of understanding what is for me and what was happening to me. To me is victim consciousness. So this was happening for me. My divorces were happening for me to recognize who was I choosing and why. So I had to heal some childhood trauma. I had to heal. And that meant I went to therapy. That meant I went to card readers. That meant I went to astrologists. And then I started recognizing the power of the cards and how through there I was getting a mirror to my own energy. I was getting a mirror of what was going on. I had a lot of cancel and delete, cancel and delete. So what that meant is I needed to really shift my thinking. I was in victim consciousness most of the time, terrified of what was happening and what was going on. And I wanted different things. I wanted to live in joy and happiness. And that took me 10 years, and I moved through it and into it. So I don't know what you're doing. I don't know where you are. This is an exciting time. I'm here at live, so you can hop on my Instagram and ask me a question, and I can talk to you on the live. I can also have sacred conversations with you. And what that looks like is me pulling cards for you. My gift is to connect to your energy, and through the cards and my intuitive ability, I'm able to understand what is going on and help you with your own intuitive ability, the cards and mine shift you into the next right direction towards your highest potential. That's my gift. My gift as a teacher was to do that. My gift as a leader in education was to do that. That's my gift, is to just understand the landscape and how you can move forward. I'm excited to have you on my journey. I'm excited to do card readings. You can also send me a message at leadwithyoursoulpodcast@gmail.com. You can ask me a question on there and I will answer you. Subscribe, follow, and you're going to see weekly podcasts and different ways that I show up looking to serve you in your life transition. Until next time, keep leading with your soul.